Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we've got a very special guest today. He's a comedian and a producer. Give it up for Dave Thompson.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
For having me.
I know lots have changed since you came back here. We moved rooms.
Yes, a lot has changed. It's your setup. Awesome.
I'm trying. It's getting better. I have a lot of work to do still, but anyways, last time we were here, you said that you were trying to break a world record. Did you achieve that record or no?
Okay, so here's what happened. I I did technically break the record, but the problem is that when you submit to the Guinness Book of World Records, you have to do it after the submission. So I would have had to do it again.
That's lame. Let the viewers know what we're talking about.
Most comedy performances in a year is what I was doing.
What was the record?
The current record was like, I'd have to look it up on my phone. I don't remember the exact number.
So they want you to apply for it and then do it? That's lame.
So there was like strict rules about like every performance I would have needed to record so that it could be verified, which is fine. But I just like, if I would have known the whole time, I would have done it, like applied for it and then done it so that I could have just had it. But I didn't, so I would have had to do it again, and it just wouldn't have made sense to do it again.
Just print out your own award or something, your own certificate, and put on your fridge.
I know.
How many did you do in a year?
A lot.
You don't know the number?
I mean,
ballpark.
It's it was 1,000 plus performances.
That's more than I think I've ever performed.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And obviously it's a mix between mics and shows because they have different ones. They have one that's like most comedy shows. Most recently, people are talking about the one that Nate Bargatze just did, which he just got this last weekend, which was most tickets sold for a comedy tour. So his Big Dumb Eyes tour has sold over 2 million tickets. And so at his last show this last weekend, they presented him the plaque for the most successful comedian of all time.
And what was that?
Over 2 million tickets.
He's the most successful comedian. I've never heard him do stand-up. I know who he is. I've heard about him. I heard people talk about him.
That's because he's clean. If he wasn't clean, you would have...
Not that he's clean. I just literally haven't watched it. Like, there's so many comedians to watch nowadays. There's so many specials. Every day there's a new special out. Like
new YouTube special, new Netflix special.
Tubi.
By the way, if I can tell you a recommendation, a special I just watched. Do you know who Emily Catalano is? If you watch it, or maybe just even listen to it on YouTube, it's a YouTube special that she has. It is so incredibly funny and clever, and the callbacks are great. I enjoyed listening to every minute of it. Emily Catalano, check it out, the special.
Is she local or is she?
I don't think she lives in LA. Maybe she does. But she tours all the time because she's gained a lot of popularity through social media and YouTube and stuff. And I love her YouTube content because she posts like the bombs and like the bad moments where like people will like heckle her and do all kinds of stuff that's like stuff that people aren't posting. And so I love all of her stuff.
People like drama. I noticed with the clips that I put out for this, if the guest is talking about some drama, it gets more views. If we're talking something positive, nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people like drama, so seeing people bomb, people want to see people fail. So
I'm telling you, let me tell you something about somebody who loves drama. Johnny Gold loves drama. Everybody. No, we love Johnny. Johnny's great. You just had him on here not that long ago.
Yes, and I got a few new followers and some recommendations. He recommended some people, and they actually came, so it was cool though.
It's cool.
Leo Fontana, fuck you. He was, he was like, "Oh, are you booking producers because you want to get booked on shows?" I was like, "No." I was like, they just happen to be bookers. I was like, "Why don't you just get on their level, Leo?" It's not my fault. They all produce shows. That's cool though.
Dude, this is fuel for the fire because you're talking about how we just got booked for the show, the district show.
Well, you booked me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
See, look,
I got booked for it, and they're like, book a show, and then now, yeah,
because you were like, "Hey, you want to do a show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then now you wanted to come here. I was to promote it. Cool. So yeah, I didn't book him because he put me on the show.
Yeah, and by the way, August 30th at the District, the Heatwave Comedy Tour plus special guest Andy over here. We're gonna be rocking it. Brand new venue. We've never done it before. Is it gonna be good for comedy? I don't know. It's a music venue. Maybe it will be.
The stage looks nice. I looked up the photos.
It does.
Hey, but save the plugs for later. We're gonna do it at the end. All right?
Okay, for sure. Can I say one thing about the venue though?
Go ahead.
Because we can plug it later. But they had the guy who brought me in to do the show. He was like, "Hey, send me a flyer because we have TVs all over the venue, and we're putting the flyer on the TVs and like a QR code so people can scan it and buy tickets." And when I went in there to go see the TVs so I could take a picture and like do a little social media plug or whatever, it was like a horror punk music night.
Hell yeah.
And there was a dude on stage who was dressed as a clown doing a Britney Spears horror rendition.
Was it drag night?
I don't know. It was just one dude playing a guitar, and he was. You told me I can't say this word, but
don't say the word.
He was doing inappropriate things to a Mickey Mouse doll on stage while he was singing like a horror version of a Britney Spears song.
Did you get scared?
People were vibing. Those people just like vibing. I'm like, everybody's dressed up like goth and in black, and I'm just like, hey, if anybody wants to see a comedy show, get a comedy show here at the end of the month.
They're like, they hiss at you?
Dude, it was like people were just like
it was like a hot topic night in there or what?
Dude, it was strange. I've never seen something that people were just like, is this guy the opener or did they come for this guy?
Okay, listen, people, it's not going to be like that at our show, okay?
No, there will be no Mickey Mouses being touched in any places that they don't consent to.
Don't be afraid, people. But that's crazy. It was goth night.
It was something.
How's the stage there?
It looks really cool. Like it's higher up than I'm used to. And the way that the floor layout is that they have it open, like, so if you had like a dang mosh pit, like you could be in there. If anybody wants to mosh, it's free.
I forgot you used to be a hardcore kid. Do you still mosh?
You know, it's funny you say that. I went to a show not that long ago, and I did, and I was so sore like 3 minutes later.
You got to stretch. I retired from the pit.
Dude, I stretched
I sit
too.
Down now.
It didn't matter, dude. I stretched the back, I stretched the arms, stretched the legs. Dude, it's just not for me anymore. Also, too, I'm like 100 pounds hevier than when I was in the pit when I was younger.
I went to go see Under Oath the 20-year anniversary, and I went to go get in the pit. And as soon as I stepped on the floor, people had spilled drinks. You remember when people spilled drinks on the floor? I just ate shit, and I just got back out. I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Dude, last time I was at Chain Reaction, which rest in peace, Chain Reaction, they're gone. I went and saw the Acacia Strain there, which is one of the heaviest hardcore bands, if you don't know.
I've seen them.
They're insane. At the very beginning, the guy gets water bottles. Mine has the cap is off, so I can't do it. And he was just like, and he just wet the whole audience, just the whole pit. Because Chain Reaction is not that big. The whole pit, the floor completely wet.
It's like as big as this room.
Everybody's two-stepping, just falling on their faces, and
that's the worst.
It was terrible.
I wear Vans, and these have no traction in the water.
Seriously.
That's why when I went in the pit, I just immediately fell and ate shit and fucked up my knee, and then I was like, all right, I'm out.
You're like, you got to start thinking about when you go to these shows now. You're like, man, I'm going to have to call off work tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I got to get icy hot on the way home.
Yeah, I retired the pit. Now when I go to shows, I buy seats.
Yeah.
So much more comfortable.
I feel it.
But anyways, let's talk about this. So how long have you been doing comedy now?
So now I'm in my 3rd year.
I thought you were barely like 2 years in.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm past 2 years. I'm in my 3rd year now, working up towards, being 3 years into 4. But yeah, I am still loving it. Dude, it's so fun.
How's the journey been?
This last year was much different because I took so much more of a role in producing shows locally and starting IE comedy, which, by the way, it started as something so much different than what I feel like it is now. Because at the beginning I was like, dude, I love to like help promote other people's stuff. And I'm not just about promoting my stuff, because I recognize that if you help the scene as a whole rise and help other people sell tickets and stuff, that it does nothing but good for them, and nothing, honestly, but good for you. And so I was doing that on my own. The first year, I would just take random flyers of whoever was performing on the weekend, and I wasn't booked at all. And I would just be like, go to this person's show or go to this person's show or whatever. And then, yeah, maybe I only had a couple hundred followers or whatever. But even the gesture of doing it, like most people reposted it or did whatever. But then I was like, I want to start this as a bigger thing and make it like IE comedy. So like all the comics in the IE, I told them, I said, tag me in your stuff that you're doing, and I want to repost. And then anybody that follows me that maybe doesn't follow you can now see your stuff or whatever. And what I was hoping it was going to do was kind of spark this thing where, hey, if I'm doing this and reposting it, then maybe everybody else will also do that. And then I very quickly noticed nobody else is going to do that except for who they're friends with. So if you still tag me in something, I will still repost it. But a lot of the different things that I wanted to do, of like making it constant paid spots or like paid regular spots on my shows, there was just nobody that was going to consistently like do my stuff. And I've never had a bunch of comics come out to my shows and just like hang out. Like, I don't know why comics don't do that.
I do that a lot. But the problem is too is that like what I feel like, I've been going to a lot of shows recently, is that when I'm there, I think I'm done going to shows too, because I want to get on, like, yeah. And it drives me fucking nuts. Like, I'm like itching, like fuck. Like I went to go see the Dirty Show, the Smash Bros. Have you seen that? Yeah. First time ever going, that show was fucking great. Like, and the whole time I was like, God, I fucking want to go on. Like, I know this crowd, they fucking packed that room out too. I talked to them about coming here, but we're working on that. I didn't get to meet them because it was too many people there. Yeah. I didn't want to bother them, but I talked to him. I want to have him as a guest on the podcast, but I'm not going to bug him to go on stage. But yeah, Leo, I'm not going to bug him. Right? Yeah, chill out, Leo. But I want them to come do the podcast because they're legends in the IE. They've been running this for like 20 years or more, you know. Yeah, I went to see their show. It was very unique. They had some guy who was a magician. He looked exactly like me, but with a longer beard, right? He was doing like magic tricks. He was like opening the show, and then they had other comics come on. But they have an interpreter, a sign language interpreter. I have a sign language bit, and I'm like, fuck, I want to go on. I want to tell my bit, and I want to see the interpreter talk about my interpreter bit. But anyways, after the show, I was waiting. I had a friend come with me, and he went to the restroom, and I was waiting. And a lot of people were walking by, hey, good shit tonight. Oh, I loved your show. Good. I was like, what? They thought I was the magic guy. Because he literally is bald, glasses, wearing all black, and he had a beard, but just longer than mine. Like I had a beard like that in COVID. I grew my shit out long, but it's too much to deal with. You got to shampoo, it's like I can't do it. It's crazy. And beard oils. This is too much hair for me. So I keep it at this length, and it's fine. And then I get beard dandruff too, so it's too much. Like, But anyways, it was just funny. I was like, that wasn't me. Like these old people. There's a lot of old people. They thought I was the. Like, yeah, he's brown. It's fine. But any bald dude with any Mexican bald dude with a beard, we all look the same. You know. Yeah. But it was a great show, though. But the whole time I wanted to get on. So I feel like when you're saying comics don't come is because our time is valuable. You know, they want to go to shows. They want to be on them. You know, like to me, when I go, the whole time I'm like itching. Like I want to get on this fucking show. I have gone to support shows where people have put me on. Like Bebo's, JoJo, Jeff Garcia. These fools, I've gone to support them. And they just like, hey, you want to do 5 minutes? Shout out. Rest in peace, Jeff Garcia. I did a few shows with him. He gave me time. Thank you, Jeff. Rest in peace. He was fucking awesome. I did some big shows with him too. So my first ever improv was with him at the Ontario Improv. He let me do some time on his second show. It was pretty badass. I was only like 6 months into comedy. And I was not ready for that. But yeah, Yeah, I do like going to support, but I understand why some people don't, because it's just like you feel like you want. To me, I want to get on, and then
Yeah.
you don't want to bug people to like.
I'm so glad you brought up. And by the way, we didn't coordinate this. I'm glad you brought up the Dirty Show when you said that, because I'm going to tell you exactly why it's a good idea to go to support a show. I went to Above the Iron on a Wednesday night, and I did the open mic, and I saw there was a comedy show that Johnny Herrera was doing in Wildemar, which is 11 minutes away from where I was. I wasn't booked on that show in Wildemar, and I decided, let me just go over there, because I know one comic on the show. I'll go over there and say what's up. This was a couple months ago. So I did that, went over there. The comic saw me. He's like, hey, I didn't know you were going to be here. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to come by and say what's up and see the show. Corey, Smash Brother, headlining that show. Johnny Herrera just came over and said we're about to start as soon as I like walked in, was talking with my friend. My friend's like, hey, this is Dave Thompson. He's a comic. He goes, you want to do some time? I was like, sure. Went, did some time. He liked what I was doing, let me go longer. Corey was there, saw my set, booked me for the Dirty Show.
Sick.
That's why you go to shows.
When are you going to be on it?
I think maybe he said either in like November or in the beginning of the new year. So
you know, you said you went to that venue and all these weird people were there. There's going to be weird people. No, I'm just kidding. They were normal people.
No. But see, the thing with their show is that they've done such an amazing job of cultivating demand for that show. Every single time they sell out that show. They do it once a month. They have unique flyers. They have these people that have been coming to the show for years. They're the longest standing comedy show at the Improv.
That's why I want them on here. Like, I don't know them because I've only talked. I don't know which one I talked to.
Yeah, Corey.
I talked to one of them online.
It's Corey. Mm-hmm.
And he said he'd be down. So talk to him, vouch for me, tell him to come on my podcast.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't like know them super well, but he saw my set and was like, dude, I would love to have you on the show. And so yes, I agree that it's like time is valuable, and I'm making changes in my own life of like how comedy's going to look and like where I'm using my time. But there is just something to be said for like, even if it's convenient around you, I'm not saying necessarily drive 2 hours to go to a show, but if you're already doing a mic or something and there's a show next to you, just pull up there and laugh a couple times or whatever, or just say what's up, because you never know what could happen. Now that turned into something, you know, for me getting booked there. And then Johnny liked me, so then he booked me. I'm at that same Wildemar show this next week on Wednesday. So the show that I just decided that was less than 15 minutes away, I went there, said what's up, got a spot, and got booked again for that show, and got booked for the Improv just off of doing that.
Yeah, like I said, I go to a lot. I support a lot too, but some people just don't want to drive. Like if it's in LA, like I'm not driving, but it's local. Like the Bebos. I mean, Bebos was on the Dirty Show. That's why I went. It was at the Ontario Improv. It's not far from here, so I went, and it was a blast. Like I had fun there. Like the magic guy was cool. You're welcome. I did magic for you guys. And
you are the magic guy.
They had some female too. I forget her name. She was good. And then a couple, Ernesto
Ledesma?
Sorry, I can't say his name. I saw him there. He did good. He killed it.
Yeah, he's funny.
I've had him on here before, way back. I should have him back. You want to come back? Come back.
I haven't booked him before, but he's on my list of people I definitely
He's good. He's a killer. He opens up for Richard View. Mm-hmm. He's been opening for like 5+ years now. He tours with him.
You know, Richard I talked to not that long ago, and he like gave me his phone number because I think he's gonna come out and do one of my shows.
He lives around here somewhere.
Yeah, he does. He pulled up to an open mic randomly one time. I seen him at an open mic, and he did.
I did a show with him in Norco with like a random bar show. I saw him at the Ontario Improv, and then a week later, I was performing with him at this like dinky bar. It was like so.
That's comedy though, you know.
Well, he was working on some new stuff, but it was cool. But yeah. I've talked to him at an open mic before. I think he was pretty high, so I don't know if he remembers me.
Yeah, he seems cool though. Like I've met him a few times before, and you know he responds back to the DMs on Instagram and stuff. So it's cool. I like having relationships like that are super open with these like headliners and stuff, because it's great when you're not bugging them, and where like the last thing that you did to interact with them was like help them out in some way. And then they'll remember that if like, oh, they need a spot somewhere or whatever, like that doesn't get forgotten. And that's multiple times for me has come to fruition where like I had helped somebody out get a spot, or, oh, I need a 45-minute or whatever. And then a year later that came back to me and it was like, hey, let me help you out with this thing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more headliners on here, but it's hard. Like I don't really know most of them, and then like they don't know who I am, so they like don't
Come
even
over to my house.
they don't even read my message. So, but I just want more experience.
Maybe make a video, look at it and be like, look right here. Who do you want on?
Just you know, what you to do is just people vouch for me. Anybody who's ever been on here and who listens, talk about me. You know,
Yes.
vouch for me.
Repost the clips, okay? Vouch for Andy. By the way, I still have to make that phone call, by the way, for that person that we talked about.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
But anyways, I just like I want more experienced comics because I want to hear more. Like people who've been on the road, people like you know, like I've had a lot of locals on here, but I don't mind putting locals on. But I also want, I want to learn. You know,
yeah,
like,
I would love to listen to those. Yeah.
So yeah, any headliners out there listening, hit me up.
Hit them up.
But yeah, I've had people DM me that I don't even know, and I'm like, I'll get back to you. You know, like I at least like to meet somebody before they come. You know, like. Because it is in my house, and I do have my wife and kids here. I'm not gonna just have any random fucking guy.
You want to bring in a freako?
You gotta be vetted for sure. But yeah, like I said, this has been fun. I like meeting people. I like talking to people, sitting down. Like I can talk to anyone about anything, you know. So yeah, but I would love to have the Smash Bros on here. I want to hear. I want to learn, especially that they've been doing IE comedy for 20 years. I want to like hear like the evolution of how it's been. You know, like.
Well, I mean, like you've done the Derby's Hemet show.
No.
Okay, so like Justin Fox, you know Justin?
Yeah, he follows me.
Yeah. Shout out Justin Fox, the little guy.
You didn't have to say all that, but yeah.
Dude, I love him, dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Dude, he was one of the people when I first started, because Derby's was like in the first 10 mics I did. Maybe it was like the 4th or 5th mic I ever did. Dude, he was like so kind to me. And I didn't realize until like I went everywhere around Southern California and every corner of mics that you could possibly do, that like just a producer like that's just kind is like incredible. Like there's so many douchebag freaking jerk producers out there that are just absolutely self-absorbed, unfunny, terrible people that when you meet somebody, I'll give names too.
Do not name names.
When you meet somebody that's like Justin, dude, he's so sweet. He has my point, because you said the Smash Brothers, is they made this Hemet room, the Derby room. I feel like I have to sneeze.
Go ahead. Bless you. You sneeze like Michael Jackson.
But they made this room where it's a roller skating rink, and then they turn it into a monthly comedy show, and once a year they always come back and headline it, because now they've passed it down to Justin Fox, and Justin books the headliners and does stuff there. So reach out to Justin. Should definitely get on one of those Derby shows.
Don't let Leo hear this. He's gonna be like, you're only talking about him, so he books you on your show.
Oh my gosh, Leo, multiple people want to book you. You don't get on the shows. Okay, Leo, if you got out,
book him.
Hey, I would love to book him. I've asked to book him, and he said no.
He has a new stage name. I don't know if you know this, but he goes by Perez Hilton now. He's Perez Hilton. I told him that.
Dude, you're not allowed to use TikTok, Leo. Don't ever use TikTok. Please don't.
I told him your new nickname is Perez Hilton because he's like the gossiper of the IE.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude. Did you watch that video, the Perez Hilton
video?
No,
I heard about it, but no.
I saw like the clip that they did of it on the Tim Dillon show, because they did a clip of it, and even from what I saw on there and like a couple other, dude, it was really bad. Some corners of the internet you could see the whole video.
They said it was fake. Like it's fake.
It's not fake.
I didn't watch it. Has it been removed from the internet?
It's not from the internet as a whole, because you can find anything, but like it's been removed from most things. So here's the thing: like, you ever watch something where you're like, dude, there's an evil in that room. You know what I'm saying?
That's why drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Like when I was watching it, I was having like those feelings, like where I'm just like, dude, there's like, this is like evil. This is nuts.
You should make some straight edge Dave Thompson merch.
Should I?
Do with the 3 X's. Stay true or get the fuck
No,
out.
because people are going to be like, freaking, dude, this guy's into porn now? He's got the 3 X's, dude?
Oh, yeah. Some people
Isn't
don't
that
know.
crazy how it's straight edge is 3 X's and so is porn?
I don't know what the X's even mean.
So the straight edge is like say no to whatever.
But I don't know what the X's mean. Like, is there a meaning to it, or is it just a symbol they used?
It's no alcohol, no drugs, no
premarital sex.
I don't remember what the third one was, but I think it's so funny that triple X is also to show the exact opposite, which is debaucherous, pornographic.
I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't know the name, but
Google triple X, and then also shout out just a random Vin Diesel movie, triple X.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I remember a bunch of people got those. Remember he had the tattoo on his neck. A bunch of people got that after the movie, and people rest of around the time straight edge stuff was going on. People were like, "Are you straight edge?" They're like, "No." Like, I just like the
straight
movie.
edge no tattoos too.
No, I'm saying the 3 X's they got because of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then people were thinking that they were like, "Are you straight edge?" They're like, "No, it's just from the movie."
They're like, does the X have those lines that go out? Because that's the movie. That's the Vin Diesel movie.
But it's weird though. Like the straight edge kids used to put the X's on each hand. That's only 2.
Yeah.
So then why is there 3? Why wasn't it just 2 X's?
They had a third one. It was down there. It's your shaved pubes.
They go to the wax.
No alcohol, no drugs, no sex.
I couldn't do that part, but I remember when I was first started, I was a little straight edge kid too, but I didn't really understand what it was. It's just everybody was doing it, so it was kind of trendy. And then after a while, I was like, "Oh, this is lame."
Like, why is every white kid walking around with a color? What am I not thinking of?
Your bandana?
Yeah, they all had bandanas in their pocket, and
these
guys are all acting like, "Oh, I'm freaking straight edge. I got bandana," and I'm like, "Y'all, if you go in the wrong neighborhood with that bandana, you're gonna get killed."
and there were like gangs too in the we're talking about hardcore music. There was a straight edge scene, the whole music scene in the early 2000s.
FSU, there was
DHF.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them, but yeah, they were like
a bunch of crews.
They were like, I was cool
beat up on the kids.
I was cool with all of them, so I never had no issues. I was never a part of that shit.
You had to be, because you didn't want to get punched in the face, if you're anywhere near the pit.
But it's crazy how I was thinking how I used to go to these shows back in the day and pay like $10, whatever, $15 to see this. And like music and comedy are almost the same. Like now you pay $10 to go see a comedy show or whatever, and it's like they're all the same place, bars, breweries, whatever, did you, when you used to go to music back then, did you ever think like, oh, maybe one day I'm going to be doing comedy? Like now we're like in
these places?
Yeah.
No, dude. Like I never thought I was going to be doing comedy at all. Like I've always been like the clown of my family for sure. But like I never had this dream until somebody told me at a Bible study when I made a dark joke. Funny enough.
They're like, that is blasphemous.
We'll do the story. I was going to say the story on my pod, but I'll do it here because we kind of are in it. But this girl, she was in the same ministry as me at church, and she had commented on this dark joke that I made. And she goes, "Oh, you should try stand-up." She goes, "My husband is the assistant manager at the Ontario Improv, and they do an open mic there." And I was like, "Huh, okay." And then I like didn't do it, and then I signed up, and then I never went in January of whatever year I started. And then in July, so this was like 6 months later, I signed up and then I went, and that's when I started. And that's what got me into it, and then I never looked back. Now, fast forward till now, her husband is no longer the assistant manager at the Ontario Improv. He's the new general manager for the Corona Improv.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about that. I was there the other night. I was talking to Brandon, one of the door guys, and he was saying that it's going to open in October, and a lot of their guys are going over there. And I looked it up. It looks pretty sick.
It's so sick.
It's like a red building, right? Like, was it a movie theater or a theater?
So there's the movie theater on the left side. And then on the right side of the building, now they're putting what looks kind of like, it's not round one, but it looks like some sort of like arcade / bowling alley / whatever place there, like family fun place. And then in between that and the theater is the Improv. So I don't know if you have to go through the family fun place or if you have to go through the theater to get into the I don't know how that works. Because it doesn't really look like there's an entrance on the outside right now.
Yeah, it's like a little building. It kind of looks like New York. Like
Yeah. I think it's going to look great. I've seen the inside portions that they've shown, and it looks awesome.
I haven't seen the inside. Is it seated like a theater?
I haven't seen what the seating all looks like. It was more just like a picture of the stage.
Yeah, because Brandon said it's like a theater. He said he's been there, and he said it's huge. And I was like, oh,
sick.
Fuck. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. I'm really excited. I think it's a great thing. shout out the Buddy System. They have a show that they just started promoting that they booked a bunch of people on the IE for, which is great.
Our last guest, Mike Baker, is going to be on it.
He's going to be on it. Mike James is on it. Melissa Name is on it. The whole Heat Wave crew minus me and Pierce. It's great. No, but I'm super excited for them. I'm gonna be helping them, promote the crap out of that, because there needs to be more opportunities like that for local people to get into clubs. Like, I wish I had an opportunity to get into the improv and stuff.
I hope they have an open mic there.
Yeah, I hope so too. I feel like each improv definitely operates differently with how they allow younger comics to get on. Like the Irvine Improv has nice bits, which
I've
never
cool.
been
to that one.
It's kind of crazy because they only pick 10 people.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I think it makes less people go, so the chance is a little bit higher, but it's still very low that you're going to get up.
Why do they only pick 10?
Because they have opener comic, warm up the room, and then they have banter in between the judges and the comics.
So like Kill Tony?
Not exactly like Kill Tony. It's not just a roast or whatever, but they'll give them advice or thoughts or whatever. So I guess you could say kind of, but not exactly. And then they also do like a comic in the middle, like after 5 comics have come up, because they don't know who's coming up. And the last couple of times, the first comic that went up, like, hellacious bombs. Like, I'm talking like, this is my first time coming up. I'm pissing myself. Or I'm a rapper and I'm gonna rap comedy.
Well, that's how the Ontario Improv mic's been. It's like the last one I went to, I think only Michelle and maybe a couple people I knew got on. The rest were all noobs. And it pissed me off. I was so mad the whole night. Like, nobody moved the stool or the mic stand. They just left it there. And they're all like...
They don't even know to.
I'm like...
They don't even know to.
I wanted to grab the stool and fucking throw it across the stage. Like, get it the fuck out of here. It was like an hour in before finally...
Javelin.
Before finally somebody moved it. I was like, oh, finally. Like, because they were like standing behind it. This one... It was like a door guy. He was doing his bits, but he's behind it. So you can't see him. I'm like, fool, move that shit.
I think it's so funny, like, what happens when we're sitting there. Because, like, most of the experienced comics will all sit on that side in the middle row, and all of us are just like, God, if I get up, I'm winning.
Well, it was
if I get up, I'm gonna win.
I wasn't gonna say this, but it was employee appreciation night. Everybody who worked at the improv that does comedy got on. Like, the first hour was just all them.
Really?
And I was like, oh, okay, it's employee appreciation night. And then I found out that I wasn't on the list, and I got the fuck out of there. Like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I work in the morning. I ain't staying here. So
I think it's hard. Because, like, they have the comics get in for free, which is great. I told them that was a great idea. It's 1 item minimum for comics. There's no benefit to them other than the room looking a little bit more full, not giving us the list early. Cameron or Perry, if you're listening, there's no benefit to you guys not telling us who's going up. And, like, we have jobs and stuff. Like, you already have the list at the beginning. Just tell us if we're going to go up.
Maybe they could do it like the Comedy Store used to, where you email them and then you get chosen.
It's something. Because, like, see, here's the thing. They'll be like, oh, well, we don't tell people because we might be able to get to go, like, 1 extra person, or maybe people go over enough. By the way, if people go over enough, somebody that would have got on the list gets cut off. Which pisses me off, because there was one time I was next, and because of how long everybody went over, I got cut off. And the person that was before me was the last one instead of me. But because I saw the list and I went up to them and talked to them, like, before the show was over, I had saw that. So that wasn't technically information I would have had before, because they didn't tell me. But now I know, because X amount of people went over. Now I don't get to go up.
Well, they were pretty good this time. We're cutting the music. Like,
they need to be, because people are like going like 3:15, 3:14, 3:10 or whatever. But if you have 15 people do that, that cuts a name.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, if everybody goes over 5 seconds, then it's like, okay, so now one person's not going to get to go up because we have to be out of here, because we're a professional business and we have to be out of here at this time.
Yeah.
And so that part of it just sucks, but it is a necessary evil. I mean, that's where I started. I love it. I'm glad that they do an open mic there. Don't take me wrong. I am so glad that they do an open mic there.
Me too.
And then obviously because we were talking about the improvs, the Brea one every once in a while, I think Gage does a thing where it's Gage and friends, and then he brings up a couple people.
Shout out Gage. I won set of the night there, and I got to
you won
perform
it
in front of like 500 people. I don't
Isn't
know.
that insane, dude?
It was the craziest thing I've ever done. I've talked about this before. I was not ready for that. Like the genuine laughs, like the huge laughs, the huge pops. It threw me off. Like you do it at an open mic, you say a punchline, and you get whatever laughs.
Yeah.
You do it there, the fucking laughs, and it's that many people. The laughs it's like a wave. It like I was talking over laughter. Like I wasn't experienced like doing an open mic or a bar and doing a show like that. Two different fucking things. Like you got to slow down, talk slower, let the laughs die down.
Because you're actually funny. Isn't that crazy when we go to open mics and people don't laugh at us, and then we go to shows and people laugh? Isn't that insane?
No, it was. Trust me. On one of the clips, I started to talk and I had to stop because it just kept going, and I was like, oh fuck, like. That was a huge
Did you acknowledge it at all? You're like, I'm not used to people laughing.
No, I just laughed a little bit, like with excitement, because like that joke always kills, but just the fucking huge pop that I got out of it, I was just like, whoa, like that's what it's supposed to be.
But see, that's so cool, and that's what makes me so upset about open mics sometimes, because, dude, I'll go do an open mic, and none of the comics will laugh at me. And there's like a few audience members, and then I'll go to a show in front of real people, and they'll think it's hilarious. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it's not the delivery. I'm telling you, it's the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people. It's not even just like it necessarily. It's just the room. Like if all the comics are just staring at you, and it's like, okay, yeah, we have like so many comics here. That's great, but none of you are laughing at any of the stuff.
Well, if I've seen your set a bunch of times, I'm not gonna laugh. Nothing at you personally. It's just I've heard it a lot. Like, but when you're here for the first time, like, yeah, but that's why the audience is great. When you're around comics, like,
that's what I'm saying. You need an audience.
Yeah.
Because I don't honestly care if you think I'm funny or not, because you're not buying a ticket to come see my show.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to go to a mic, and I'll tell you, the best open mic in Southern California, I'll die on this hill, is American Comedy Co. in San Diego. You can go up in front of up to 200 people at an open mic.
How much time do they give you?
3 minutes, which is plenty enough time.
What days do they do it on?
Tuesday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Make a day out of it. Do whatever you got to do. It is the best open mic if you've never been there. Even like on a slow night, it's like, oh, okay, we have 120 people.
Isn't there another room around the way too?
If you go down on a Tuesday night, you can do 4 spots.
I went once to go see David Tell there, and it was a cool room, but I've heard of people going to them open mics there. Like, how do they pick? Is it random bucket pull?
It's bucket pull, but there's not even that many comics that go down there. Seriously,
so everybody gets.
And then the comics that are there, some of them, if you bark beforehand, you're guaranteed to get up. If you bring 5 people, you're guaranteed to get up. You get more tickets if you do stuff for them. If you post the post from the host.
Who's the host?
Dr. Seuss, I'm coming for you. His name's Nathan. If you post his story, you repost it, he'll give you a ticket. And then you showing up, you get a ticket. If you get a drink, you get a ticket. If you leave a Yelp review, you get another ticket.
Hey, you know what's funny? I went there once, and they make you like, because it's downstairs, like in a basement, they make you like sign up on your phone so you can get the menu.
Yeah.
Now I just get spam messages for them all the time. American Comedy Club, ticket discount this.
Dude,
that.
If you looked at my email, do you want to see how many emails I have?
I have a separate email for my comedy thing, and I don't even use it. Like, I made it, and I just don't even give it out.
So I'm going to show you this. I don't know if you can zoom in, but you could just say the number. So my wife gets super stressed out when she sees how many emails I have.
Said 104. Which one? The Gmail or the?
Yeah, just put them together.
104,000, 15,000. This
is how many comedy clubs I'm signed up for that I email everybody.
I never delete my messages, so mine look like that too. My wife's like, why do you have so? She'll go through my email to delete it. I'm like, why? Who cares? Like,
yeah,
she doesn't. It bothers her, but I don't.
Isn't it crazy that you can go back? Like, I've had my email since I was like 18. Like, I can go back to like an email where I was emailing the first job I ever had.
A lot of my emails is junk shit that she signs me up for like Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret,
Valvoline, like, Groupon,
I have
Disney.
I have all this crap, and then that's why she like checks my emails for like coupons, or whatever. But like like I said, I don't even really use my email that much. She uses my email so I get them all the time. Like for like her birthday, she's like gets a free ice cream, free this. She has me sign up for like crap too. So like,
Cheesecake Factory.
I just get spam bullshit all the time. But yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and then if you're looking for an email, you have to look through all those. You're like, oh my gosh, you go through all these things. You got to go through all those coupons, all those emails. I do it all the time.
What I like about the Ontario Improv or the Improvs is they give you, if you subscribe to them, you get like discounts or $5 tickets or free tickets.
Free tickets, yeah.
So I go to a lot of those shows too. Just
most clubs do that, like that don't sell out every night normally. Like the Comedy Store I've seen doesn't really do that, but they sell out like every night. So
I've already subscribed to the new Corona one, so I'm waiting for the free tickets or something, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's so cool, and I'm so happy for them. Because the Oxnard one closed.
I've never been there. Oh yeah, I've heard about it, but yeah,
dude, it made me so sad. So I got booked there from a headliner, and I get to go do a whole weekend with her out there. Shout out Maddie Smith, and that was like the craziest, like best experience for me to get to go do this because I hosted every night, and to hear that it closed, dude, I was so bummed because that is the only club, like club, where my name is on the wall. And then
you signed it?
I signed it.
I signed the Brea Improv, but there's so many fucking signatures in there. It's like in the hallway. I had to like stand on something to like sign the very top.
I found somebody that I knew, Cat Bird, because I'm friends with her, and I signed next to her name just because I was like, this is freaking be in good company. You know what I mean? I was just trying to get away from people that have been accused of bad things. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even pay attention. I just like whatever I could find a spot.
Yeah.
And I didn't sign it. I printed my name and the date so you could.
You know what? One of my friends told me. He said before they tear it down, you should go in there and ask them if you could
cut out the drywall. Just take a picture next to it.
I mean, I still have the picture, which is great. But it just makes me sad because I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna do that again. And that room was so fun.
Well, at least you were a part of it.
You know, like, and because I wrote jokes for Oxnard because I never performed there.
When I did the Ontario Improv with Jeff Garcia, rest in peace, I forgot to sign the wall. I was afraid to go in. He was in the green room.
Yeah.
And they were all in there chilling, and I was afraid to go in there. Like, I've heard that, like, you know, you shouldn't. If someone's headlining, whatever, you should leave the green room to them. You know?
Yeah.
I sat outside the green room, so I don't know.
If you're on the show,
and
they don't want you in there,
I just like wanted to just give him his space. You know, like
sure.
I feel like I didn't want to be in there bugging him. Like they probably don't want like to. It's small. That room's tiny.
It is, yeah.
So I just sat out on the booth outside. But to each his own. I was in there for a bit, and I just like I'm gonna go out and chill. Like.
Yeah, like
Sorry, Gil's calling me right now.
You're good.
I'm just gonna tell him I'm doing the pod. Continue. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. But no, I think when I heard about them closing that club, I was very sad.
What was the reason? Was it failing or what?
So it was attached to like a nightclub, and I guess maybe the nightclub was having a lot of problems and. It was like, dude, when we got out of the shows, it was Torta City. Dude, it was insane, dude.
Hell
it was Torta City. It was like
Torta.
You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those places like I could see fights happening here.
So
like,
it was rowdy out there?
It was getting a little rowdy. And it's weird because there's turtles everywhere outside. They had a turtle fountain outside the club.
A turtle fountain?
It literally a giant pool with turtles in it outside it was beautiful. I mean, like, so the whole city of Oxnard, it's whatever.
How far is that? Like, it's north.
It was like
right?
2.5 hours. It wasn't even that far.
Is that above LA?
It's above LA, but not that much. And so, like, it was like 2.5 hours to get there. I drove there, and like, the plaza was like beautiful. It's kind of like Victoria Gardens where it was at, but like a way nicer version. Like Victoria Gardens ain't got no freaking turtles. You know what I'm saying? But then you have turtles and tortas outside.
They have cougars at the Victoria Gardens.
Yeah, they don't have They don't have the amount of tortas that were here.
So Oxnard's a city of tortas.
The city of tortas.
Is that like Riverside or what?
And it's a little nicer than Riverside.
I've been to the mics out there, whatever. Mm-hmm. I never actually did the nightlife in downtown Riverside, but I always see video clips. It's nuts, wild. Dude. It's like LA.
It's fights. I hear stabbings, shootings.
Like Travis Smith was promoting, he was like passing out flyers and a fight happened.
Yeah. The fights happened so much to like the time he was out there passing out flyers, he saw one. There
was like some crazy bums the last time I did the No Questions show, and there was like some bums fighting. I was on the phone with my girl outside. And these two couples were fighting, and they were walking towards me.
Couples?
Yeah, it was a they were like homeless people. They were a couple. Like they were arguing probably over the last rock.
Couple versus couple.
Yeah,
homeless fighting, dude.
They were fighting and then arguing, and they're walking down the. I had to like walk away around the. Like, there was like cars parked there. Like I had to put something in between myself because they were like sketchy, and I was on my phone. My girl was like, "Hold on, there's some crackheads fighting right now."
Dude, I hate it when people approach my car.
Oh yeah,
I hate it. Like, whether or not it's like, oh, they're asking for something or whatever. I'm not trying to be like a butthead about it, but dude, there's so many weirdos out there now.
There was a bum out there. He asked me, I was vaping outside. He's like, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" And I was like, "Nah." And I was like, "I just vape." And he was like, "Go," and he just walked away. Hey, it's crazy too is that
dude, you know that vaping is stupid when even the homeless guy's like, freaking you suck, dude. I'm not gonna vape.
At least I didn't have to share it with him. Like some comics will want to hit it. I'm like, fuck, like hey, hold on. But it was funny because there was a convention going on. So there was
homeless convention?
No, just there was a convention, so there was a bunch of random people walking around like
yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was like
I was there with you at that show. It was an anime convention.
Yeah. So I was like, is this full of zombie or is he a fucking bum? Like, what is he?
They look the same, dude.
But
say ooh woo for me real quick.
I mentioned it on that show that night. I talked about it. I don't know if you remember, but I brought it up that some guy called me gay for vaping.
Yeah, I didn't stay for the whole show because I had to go because I still had to work. But yeah, it's dude, vaping for me. I know you usually say that vaping. Like, I think like it's definitely not for me. Like. Because, dude, pastors vape. Police officer. Dude, I saw a police officer ripping a vape in his car. Pastors are vaping.
They're convenient. You can't smoke a cigarette in your car. I can't smoke a cigarette in here. My wife will kill me. And but check this out. Some dude at work was like, "How are you a grown ass man and you smoking watermelon ice?" I'm like, "This is gay to vape, but 6 dudes can share 1 blunt."
I don't know. I don't do any of that.
But I'm saying I stumped his ass, like, because fools do that. They share blunts or whatever.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I stumped his ass. He just walked away.
And they lick the tip too. Yeah, it's the crazy.
Oh, and have you seen how they prepare it? They're like, like licking it. I'm like, ugh.
I haven't, but I believe it.
They like sucking on it, and then they burn it to kill the germs. Get the fuck out of here.
Your motions are crazy right now.
That's how they do it. They fucking lick it and suck on it, and then they hit it with the lighter to like, listen, kids, do not do drugs.
Yeah,
okay?
Don't do this, kids.
Drugs are bad, and sharing 6 blunts with 1 dude. I mean, 6 dudes.
6 blunts with 1 dude. Andy, it's getting more gay. Stop it.
6 dudes to 1 blunt is very gay. Okay.
But 6 dudes, 1 blunt sounds like a pornography film.
It's gonna be on Thug Hunters. Do not Google that.
XXX. Yeah, but I mean, you had asked me about the like, I guess how the experience has been, well, like doing everything. It has changed for me a lot. From doing so many open mics to now doing more shows, because I'm at the point now where I'm pretty much booked every week on at least 1 or 2 shows. And if I wanted to be, I could get booked on shows most days.
What's that like?
Well, let me tell you what it's like. First of all, it was a lot of work to get to this point. And also, it is too much. Like, I have to say no to certain things.
What you do overwhelms me. Just seeing what you do, I'm like, I can never. Like,
I know. I think it's funny that people say like I'm the hardest working comic, and not many people say I'm very funny, which is one thing. Which is fine. Like if you don't
listen,
think, if you don't think I'm funny, it's okay.
I'm sure people think that I suck. But who cares? Do you? You know.
You know, I've heard it said, like you want to have your close circle of comedian friends, which I do have, and anybody else outside of that, like you're not buying tickets, you're not helping me promote, you're not doing whatever. So like, I really don't care.
What he's basically saying is, you don't fucking exist to him. Okay?
That's not what I'm saying. Because if you tag me in a post, I'll repost it. I will tell people about it. If I'm out door dashing constantly in different areas, and if I know about your show and I hear somebody say something about it, I will tell them to go to your show. And you don't have to put me on it. You don't have to compensate me for it. I will just do it because I want the scene to grow. That is a difference from me, I think, and some other people out here, is that there's other people that don't want to do that, which is fine. You don't have to. But I'm the type of person where I want everybody to get a piece of this pie, because somehow still people don't understand how big this freaking pie is.
You know what's crazy is that like, and I seen how when you started the IE comedy thing, I was like, we needed that shit. Somebody had to do it. You know, I was telling someone else, like, we need to have our own little, like, the IE page where people can see shit. You know,
Yeah.
like the LA has it, OC has it. Like, now that you're running it, I'm like, we needed that because most people don't really know where the IE is even at. You know,
You know, people, when I'm out in other areas, when I tell them about the IE, a lot of people, comic wise, have an interesting view on how we are out here. Maybe because they've seen one comic that they didn't like or heard one story about somebody. But there's some seriously freaking talented comics out here.
there's murderers out here.
Murderers. And I'm on a tour with all of them. I'm probably the least funny one on the tour that I'm doing.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm nice. I don't think that. I like us five. We can go anywhere, and we are having a great time, and we're getting a ton of laughs. We're getting people that come to our shows and then say, "I would love to come to another one," and then bring people. And we've had 200 plus people last year at the Heatwave tour. This year, we've already passed the 200 plus. And we still have more to do.
How many more dates do you have?
So right now we just have one on the books, but that's only because I'm probably starting a new job, so I'm being very careful with what I book.
When does it end? Like, there's the whole summer?
So I was wanting to do it the whole, like, from July into September, which was the vision from the beginning. But because I'm going to be starting this new job, like, I'm being really careful with what I book. And I'm really sad because, like, there's some stuff in October, November, and December that I've already booked that I might have to move because of this new job. So,
you just start a new one called the Holiday Tour in that time?
maybe. But, like, honestly, dude, the heat wave has been so cool. And I'm glad you're going to be on it, too. Like, it's been so cool because I know us Core 5, we have so much fun hanging out together. We have so much fun performing. And they're so funny. These people are so fun. I mean, you know them all, but they're so funny.
I don't know one of them, the
Who?
Pierce kid. I don't know him.
Pierce, dude, he's the funniest comic out in the desert. No, he's not. I can't say that because he's going to get a big hit. He's one of the funniest comics out in the Palm Springs area, constantly performs at the Rock Gallery. Shout out the Rock Gallery. Constantly performs at any of the places that are out there, the casinos, the whatever. And he's so funny, but he just needs to get out of his area and get, into other scenes around us. Like, he recently just did the Comedy Store in La Jolla. And I was like, dude, you need to keep going back out into other places and not just sit in your little bubble.
How was it when you went there?
The La Jolla store? Dude, it was great. I got finals.
I've never been there before.
It's fantastic. Like, sometimes the way they streamline the process for getting on at the store in San Diego is so much easier than in Hollywood. So you call ahead of time.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then a week ahead of time whether or not you're gonna go up.
Will you call and leave a voicemail, or
You talk to a real person.
how many people do they book? Like, or they just put your name?
So every name that calls goes into the bucket, and then they pull it on live stream. You could see the pieces of paper, them pulling it out. So it's not rigged.
What day do they do that on?
Every Tuesday, you can call between noon and 5. And then at 5:03 or 5:05 p.m., they go live on Instagram and Facebook. And then the GM, Mike Vinn, comes on there and he pulls the names. He pulls 18 names, which is a lot. If there's 50 people that call, I mean, it's like 36% chance. It's usually like a 30 to 40% chance of you getting pulled, which is not bad. You can call every week up until you get pulled, and then you have to wait a week. Or if you win the set of the night, because their open mic is set of the night, then you can call back again, and they give you an additional spot on Friends and Family.
How much time do you get on the open mic?
You get 3 minutes, and then if you win set of the night, they give you 6 minutes Friends and Family.
I'll have to check that out. I've never been out there.
It's amazing. Like, so in Hollywood, you go on Wednesday where there's hundreds of people signing up, and people are freaking just forking out $400 to guarantee themselves going up. And then you might not get up. And then if you do get up, it's like the hardest competition there is, which is good, but it's difficult. And then you hope to win that, to then get put on Monday, to then hope the booker is going to be there on Monday, and hopefully she likes you so something becomes of it. With this one, you go on Tuesday, you're going up ahead of time so you can plan for it, a week ahead of time so you can plan for it. And the set of the night is the same. It's the same thing. And then they give you a top 3, and then audience votes on it, not comics who are just getting their friends in. So,
but
it turns itself into a bringer show.
The friends could be in the crowd. Just
the one I just lost. The dude had
happened?
half the room, and it was like I knew I was going to lose. It's fine, but it was like I also knew I was going to be in the finals because I did well enough. So
at that last open mic that I finally got on to, I thought I did great. All the judges said nothing nice to say about me, and I didn't win. I was like, all right, but whatever.
You know, I think it's so hard with like dude. When I first started going to those mics, I was like counting laughs, and then I just like kept getting in the finals or being mentioned, and it was like, oh, you know, second, but not good enough or whatever. And I'm like, it's fine, because some people will just like I had them tell me one time when I got second, like one of the guys in the back was just like I just liked his content better. And I'm like, okay, like I got more laughs. It was no question about whether or not I had got more laughs. On paper, I got more laughs, but they liked his content better because it was dirtier.
So just say fuck once.
That's fine. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that though. I'm not going to do that. I'm still gonna do what I do. I'm still okay with just having more laughs. That's okay for me. I don't need the recognition of getting first and getting weed that I don't smoke. I'll get second and then give away the weed that I got.
See, the open mic that I'm talking about, the Senate Ontario Improv, it was all new jokes, and they all did great. So that I won right there for me. Like,
and some people use it like that, which is totally fine. And I'm so glad that they have it because we can get up on those bigger stages and have the opportunity to do that. I don't look at it anymore as like, oh, I'm trying to compete and do this, because I think there's just too many factors with that.
Remember the Rock Gallery show we did?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I bumped into Improv was the week before I did that show. I was trying out new shit, and I couldn't remember them. They all fell flat. I bombed the worst I ever bombed there. So right there, I took that, and I was like, all right, I need to rewrite these jokes. And then I did them the night that we did the Rock Gallery, and they fucking killed. Like, that room was nuts that night. It was all women. Like, and I was worried that like some of my jokes was kind of dirty or whatever. I was worried that they weren't gonna like it, and they fucking loved it. Like, that room was intense that night.
Dude, let me tell you something about the Rock Gallery. So I don't do stuff there anymore. I don't book there anymore. There was a whole thing that happened. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I will say, I hope they get supported out there. I hope everybody that goes out there has a great experience, because we need more places like that where there's a guy like Abe that's like, hey, I'm not even in comedy, but I'm gonna like start a room and I'm gonna do this thing. I'm so appreciative for him that he did that and that he started that, and then it still continues to go, because he gives out so much stage time for people that go out there. It's great.
After that night, he hit me up to do a headlining. I was like, I had to decline. I was like, I'm not ready to headline. Like,
you know, people look at the Rock Gallery thing as like a meme, because it's like, oh, dude, anybody could just headline out there, because he does offer headlining spots to a lot of people. I mean, I got one after 6 months of doing comedy, not 6 months of just being there. And everybody has their opinions about it. I saw your Sancho show where he said, you know, like, it doesn't affect me, but like, whatever. All I know is that I can do 30 minutes now because I did that. Mm-hmm. And there's other people that can't say they can do that. I can do 30. I can do 45 minutes with 5-minute average laughs.
See, I'm not worried about the set time. To me, or what I think a headliner is someone who can sell out a room. Like, I don't have that following yet. So that's why.
What do you think that you, and when you say following, do you mean like following as in like, oh, I just have X amount of followers on Instagram that will buy tickets?
I don't have enough people who would actually come. Like, anytime I do shows, I promote them. Maybe a couple of friends and family show up, but that's it. But to me, as a headliner, this is my opinion. You shouldn't headline unless you're selling out rooms to anybody. Like, you know, you put a thing and just sells out.
You can't say that though, because there's people that are booked on the Improv's comedy store. None of them are selling out.
That's what I know. It's because the economy sucks. But I say that's just my opinion. You know, to me, when I'm ready to headline shows is when I can sell out a room. That's my personal opinion. And everyone's different.
You could sell out a room now. You know that.
I guess
you could go hand out flyers. You could go on. I'm going to give you guys all the tips because I sell out my rooms. You can go hand out flyers. You can reach out to the city. You can talk with local Facebook groups. You can infiltrate yourself in whatever area that place is at, and those people will come to your show.
Some IE something group hit me up and wanted me to do like an event for them. I'm like, do you guys know who I am? I can't.
I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they watch the pod.
I don't know, but I didn't get back to her yet. But there are groups out there that promote other people like that. Like they do. Like
there's a ton of people that do groups, and this pisses me off because I don't know why people don't do this. Like, okay, yeah, sometimes the show's not going to be successful, and by successful I mean like sometimes your show is going to have 10 people, and that's just what it is. But I've started noticing as I've been working harder doing it, I was doing all the wrong things. And then when I started doing the right things by like actually getting in front of people on Facebook or on those groups, having them repost things or whatever, like that's when the people started coming. And those people aren't just coming, those people are following on Instagram afterward. Those people are messaging, those people are leaving reviews, those people are telling the venues, we want this again, to have them come back. And it's because I'm going after them now, not just paying for an ad and then hoping someone sees it. I'm going to them now. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm doing a show in Temecula, I'm like going to the 50 Temecula groups on Facebook that have 1,000+ followers. I'm asking each admin, can I post this? Inviting the admin. Maybe the admin says no, but out of those 50, maybe 5 of them say yes. So that's 5 tickets now. That's only 10% of the people that I asked so far, but that's fine. Then you post to all of their thousands of people in their groups. So maybe 300,000 people get this post. I only want 50 I only need 50 of them to come, but there's 300,000. But it's just because I took the time to talk to the admins, to do a really good post, to have a cool looking flyer, and have everything make sense on there.
That's why networking is important. Like you have to network.
It's huge.
You're a brand. You do comedy, you're a brand. Sell yourself, you know?
Yeah. And when you network with these people that do, sometimes people have like small business meetups, or they have a business following business type thing on Instagram where they help post stuff.
You should ask them. You should start a comedy network business where you network.
The networks.
I don't know something. You know what you're doing. That's why like you need to learn. Not just doing stand up. It's a business. Like you have to learn to do what you're doing. Like to communicate. You know, to book shit. You know, like I'm gonna talk about this again.
Do it.
It's the third time I brought this up.
I still need to get mine signed.
Oh, you
still need to get it signed. It? Yeah.
Sancho Sanchez.
Dude, I was there at the Blue Water Grill. I was at Blue Water Grill. Shout out Paul for booking me on the show. I met Sancho there, and he was outside and started talking with me before we did this show. By the way, we did this show. It was in a it's called Blue Water. Is in a restaurant where there was like 10 people, but they were also streaming it live to like, what is those VR headsets called?
I don't know.
Osiris or whatever it's called. They were VR streaming in a comedy club, and there was VR characters on the screen next to me throwing tomatoes at me during my show. And then Johnny Gold got up, and they hated Johnny. They were throwing stuff at the screen, and he was talking smack to the VR.
Was it recorded?
Characters.
Was it recorded?
It was live streaming.
Can you watch VR. It somewhere?
I don't know. I don't have VR. I don't know. But this company came in and they were live streaming a comedy, like they have a comedy club in the VR world.
You were getting trolled in real time.
And they were like having me sign stuff for it, like that I'm allowed to perform, and that I was like making sure they didn't retain any of my material or whatever. It was like a weird thing.
I wouldn't have signed that.
So you didn't have to, but I was like, you know what, whatever. And so I did it, and they could throw tomatoes at you at the comedy club in VR.
Well, at least that's it. They're not over there gooning on you or something.
Some of them were definitely probably gooning with certain people. There was weird gooners, but dude, his book is great. I love one of the things he talks about of finding a place that already has an established community. I went to Brew Kaipa a couple months ago, which is the biggest brewery in my city in Yucaipa, and they have tens of thousands of followers. Their place is always full. I went and I asked them to do a show, and they said they've been thinking about it, and it was great that I came in. I went face to face with them. I didn't just message them online. I went in there, introduced myself, and then I already had a portfolio of successful shows. Like, hey, you can go talk to this brewery or this brewery or this brewery or this club or whatever that I've already ran successful shows at, and I would love to do a show here. And I pitched the whole thing to them. I was like, I'm going to do the marketing. I'm going to do the sales. I'm going to do the everything. And I have everything. I have the speakers. I have the mic. I have the lights. I have the stage. I have everything. All you have to do is say yes. And then I would like for you to post it on your page. And they did it. And we sold out. And it was an insane show.
I'm trying to get sponsored by like a brewery on this because I like to drink on the pod with like guests. And I want to get sponsored so I can have beer. But I've gone to...
What would you want them to give you?
Just give me a beer to fucking have. I went to a brewery that I like, and I asked them. They're like, "Oh, we're just not at the moment. We can't afford sponsorship right now, but we love the idea." So I only went to one, but I should probably go try some other ones.
When we say can't afford, they're like can't afford to give you one beer.
I didn't even ask for a price or anything. I just came.
They probably thought you wanted money.
I just said, "Hey, I want to get sponsored." Like, and then I talked to somebody online, and I went in person to meet them, and they're just like, "Oh, at the time right now, it sounds like a cool idea, but we just can't afford." But I was like, I never even.
You're like, give me a beer, and every podcast, Crimson Podcast, is starting with me chugging a beer.
Hell yeah! No,
it's the Crimson Chug.
I just have. Sometimes I like to drink with guests. Not everybody drinks, so we'll have water or whatever. But I enjoy drinking because it gives. I'm a drinker. I like to drink. You know, I'm not an alcoholic, but I do enjoy.
That's what they all say.
I do enjoy having beers. Like sometimes, like when Sancho was here, he was like, "Hey, what refreshments are you gonna have?" I was like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I want a Pacifico." So then I wanted. Yeah. I've only had Pacifico twice in my life, and I went and bought it. We shared beers.
Pacifico.
Some people like it. Like I had JoJo here one time. He was like asking what liquor I have. I was like, I don't drink liquor, fool. I was like,
JoJo's so funny.
I was like, just bring your own beer or whatever.
Dude, let me tell you something about JoJo. I was doing a rock gallery show with JoJo, and it was 2 shows. It was with his dad, and the second show we had only sold like, I don't know, 10 tickets or something for, because the first show was like pretty packed out. Dude, he went to a local bar down the street. He told the story. Dude, he was like, comedy show, pissed off that bar so bad because everybody came with him. And we packed out the room and didn't charge admission, but everybody had to buy a drink. Everybody was already lit, and then they had to buy another drink. Dude, his networking skills, his communication skills, next level. That guy knows how to bark. That guy knows how to get butts in seats. Yeah, for sure.
You have to hustle. This is the game. Like I said, you're not just a comedian. You're a content creator. You're a fucking businessman. Like you have to network. I need to network this better. Like I don't network enough. Like I try. I give out stickers. I give out I don't have any merch for you. Sorry. I usually give out a guest. I'm out of merch. I don't have anything.
I came for the merch.
But yeah, like I said, you have to network. So yeah, I need. That's one thing I need to work on with this podcast. I want to get sponsors. I want to get more viewers, but you need more following. Like it's hard to get. Like I've been doing comedy almost 4 years now, and I haven't even hit 1,000 followers yet. Like it's hard. Like I don't.
You have to get out there though, to do it.
I don't like fake followers. So anytime I get fake ones, I block them all. So if I didn't block all these fake accounts, I'd probably have more. But like
that's insane.
What you like the fake followers? I don't like that shit.
I don't like the fake followers, but I'm not going to take time out of my day to get rid of them. Eventually, bot followers will just get caught through Instagram, and the followers will go down.
My DMs will be like from these fake women, and they're like asking for like something, you know, an exchange of something, and they're all fake. So I just like block them all. Like I don't want that on my shit.
It's first of all, I know you're lying. It's fake men. Okay,
whatever the fuck it is.
Because you vape. Okay, it's fake men. You got gay men hitting you up.
So I block them, and then also too, like the bots will even comment like weird shit on your.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never really had bots comment on stuff, but I'll see bots follow me or like view a story, and then next thing you know, a week later, my follower count goes down. I'm like, that was what that was.
You know what I noticed too? There's certain people who will follow you. You follow them back. And then they unfollow you just so their following gives up and they don't want to follow you. I was telling Johnny about this and he's like, "Well, I don't know this whole following thing." I'm like, there's people out there, they don't care about you. They just want your following.
They just want the number.
But the thing is, I was telling Johnny, you need a following because unfortunately it helps book. People like bookers want to see that you have a following because they want asses in the seats, you know? So you need
A lot of people's followings are not real.
Yeah, I know.
A ton of them are not real.
I've been to shows where these persons have like 40K, whatever, and then there's nobody in the room. I'm like,
nobody in the room, and maybe they're not even that funny because they just bought followers. And can we say, you're not going to let me say names. It's fine.
Make up a name.
I'm not going to make up a name. There's people that we have around us that buy their followers. And then they go out and they do shows. And I'm like, does that make you feel cool? The thing is that you can't, you can pay someone to sit in a seat and laugh, technically. And I know that there's people that do that. Not a lot around here, but in other places like in LA, there's people that buy people to come see their show.
You buy people?
Like they'll post an ad on Craigslist and it'll be like $25 and I'll buy you a drink. And then they'll fill up a room. There's people that film specials that will pay the audience to be there, or they'll buy food for the audience to be there, and it's totally free for them, and they don't even know them, and they're just like laugh at everything. There's so much fakeness that comes with what we do, but the greatest part is that, like, dude, the real laughs, you can't fake it. If you're not funny, you can't fake it. I can sit in a room with comics that don't laugh at me all day, but then once I really got out and realized, like, oh, I am funny, I can go up in front of hundreds of people and make them laugh. You're not going to fake that. You know what I mean? And so actually getting out there, doing the work and networking with people, dude, this thing could be way bigger than it is. And it's not, and I'm not saying bigger as in like, oh, your studio is going to change and everything. I mean, maybe it will eventually, but with those opportunities for like sponsorship and stuff, I mean, that can happen. I mean, I have people reaching out to me about sponsor for Carmody, and I only have like 80 listeners an episode.
See, the reason why I don't want to, I want sponsors, not just to like, for myself, but just so I could pay comics to come here. I would pay people. Like I reached out to comics. They're like, oh, my minimum is $500. And I was like, $500? Like 3 times I've asked like headliners and they want $500. I'm not going to name names, but
cut it out. Who was it?
No, I'll tell you later.
Cut it out.
But 3 times I've asked people, I'm like, $500? I'm like, and what I'm worried about is what if I gave them the money and they show up late, or they only want to do a half hour, or they don't even sit through the whole thing, you know? That's what I'm worried about. I'm like,
dude, who? Okay.
I would tell you after.
You can tell me after. That's fine. But do you think this person gets paid to do comedy for $500?
Yeah. These are big names that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Well, one of them is. The other 2, no.
Okay.
But
okay, that's okay then. Because like, dude, I'm telling you right now, there's so many headliner level comedians who do like $200 or $300 and they'll come do 45 minutes. So $500 for a podcast is insane.
I'll tell you later, but like it's crazy because I was like $500. I could buy a new camera, a new microphone.
Dude, you could do so much, dude. You could take the whole family out to freaking SeaWorld for $500.
That's what I'm saying.
Go see Shamu sat in a tank.
That's what I'm saying. If I got sponsored, I wouldn't mind giving people money for their time. That's
sure.
Cool.
Or if it's a beer sponsor and the person drinks, you guys enjoy a beer together and support the brewery.
Shout out to Leo Horta. Mm-hmm. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah,
he's a brewer. He makes beer.
Yeah, he does.
He came and he brought me a bunch of beer.
He's also very funny.
Yeah, I had him on.
Look him on your shows. He's very funny.
I had him on, and he actually showed up with gifts. I was like, oh, nice. He's like, I had him in my fridge for a while. He had some pretty good beer that he actually made himself. Yeah, so that was cool.
No, he's cool. He's killing it. He's out doing a ton of stuff. If you ever just look through his Instagram, dude. First of all, I don't know why he'd like colored his hair. He colored his hair. I mean, he's got a good looking face though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, dude, he's posting all about the different shows he's doing and all kinds of stuff. Like, dude, he's killing it right now. He's doing good.
He bleached his hair, right?
Dude, I think it's like it's like red or something, or pink or something.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Then I don't know.
But he probably vapes. Would you have colored hair if you have hair?
Well, when I was younger, I was like, I used to be into like punk and metal, and like I'd
color the beard maybe.
No, like the guy from what's that band called? He has like a red beard. He got Dimebag. He had that one little red streak. He's rest in peace.
And
Dimebag.
Also too, the guy from Demon Hunter. You know Demon Hunter?
No.
Oh, okay. That's another band. He had I think he was a ginger though. He was bald, but he had a big long like Gandalf type beard. But it was red, and I was like, dude, that's so sick. A red beard, dude.
Yeah, my mom used to dye hair back then, so I would just let her I had my hair like bleach blonde or like red or whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you lean back, the chair is reclined.
Yeah, I just realized that right now. I had that like moment where you feel like you're falling. I was like, caught that on camera.
We're like an hour and 15 in, right?
Yeah.
This is what I usually ask around this time. Do you have any like final thoughts or anything you'd like to talk about? Anything you want
I
to
do.
Anything you want to say to new comedians or producers or anybody?
New comedians, don't listen to people. I was told at the beginning in the OC scene not to go to IE because there was too many clicks. I'll make the decision myself if there was clicks. But I had thoughts ahead of time going into the IE scene, even though I lived here, about what it was like. Just don't listen to people who are saying negative things about you. Don't listen to people that are like, oh, you're going to end up hating this and people are going to get ahead more than you or whatever. Just enjoy what you're doing. If you're doing it because you want to have fun, then do it and have fun. If you're doing it because you want to make it into a career, then do that. And if you have questions, come and ask me. I'm an open book. You can DM me at any time. Not many people do that. And I'll give you as much info as I have or point you to the right people for whatever show that you want to be on. Like, Andy, is there a certain show that you're like, Dream, I would love to be on this show, or something I would love to do?
Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store? I know exactly who you got to talk to, exactly what you got to do that.
Now I want to go check out the La Jolla one that you're talking about.
Definitely do it. And there's people that'll come and be like, oh, how do you do a don't tell her? How do you do this? How do you do that? I know where those people are and I know who they are. And so go do it.
Where does the don't tell? Is that the one that's like it's like a secret show randomly?
Yeah, so they do their network is huge because they do shows all over the country. I think even out of the country they do shows too. And they don't tell you who the lineup is ahead of time, and you find out the morning of where the venue is, but it's in the city that you buy the tickets for. And they have shows everywhere, and each region has its own like booker. So the IE has its own booker, Orange County has its own booker, Hollywood and LA, it's so big that they have a couple bookers. San Diego has its own booker, and like it's if you get in with those people, you can get on those shows. But most of them all book out of LA. So you have to show face in LA to get opportunities for that, more than likely. So
I really don't know anybody in LA, so I need to make my way out there. But I know there's a lot of bringer shows, there's a lot of slotted mics, like kind of the shit that nobody wants to do, you know?
You know, the slotted mics are great because when you need to like get time, you can go out there at 10 a.m. and start doing slotted mics. One time I went out there, I did 11 mics in a day. And I was there pretty much all day doing different slotted mics and stuff.
You're crazy.
No, I get it. But like I worked out stuff that I wanted to work out. And so I went and did it. Also, final thoughts. Like I think you need to move around to find out whether or not something's funny. You can't just do it in one place. You got to get around, go to different places, go to San Diego, go to Menifee, go to Orange County, go to LA, go out to Palm Springs, go out to the Rock Gallery. You need to go to other places to find out if things work. And you should be networking with everybody in SoCal.
This is why I have this. I'm trying to meet as many people as I can.
Yeah,
you know?
but I think you would also get more people to come do this too. Like if you went out and then you met people and they would want to come because they see how chill you are. You know what I mean?
A lot of LA comics, I'll tell them, oh, I'm in the IE, and they don't respond to me.
That's fine. But those comics probably aren't doing other stuff either.
I'm trying to get more women on here. Like I was telling you, like
that's a weird way to start it, though.
Some girl just hit me up. No, like I've had like 4 or 5 girls. But
Yeah.
Like, I want to be more inclusive. Like I don't
Sure.
mind having women on here, but some girl just hit me up like the other day. She's like, she messaged me and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I would love to come do your podcast." I was like, "Finally!" Like,
let's go. And I think that's great because, dude, there's this is a great platform. And so I'm so happy for you and congratulations on all this. Like this is a great platform for you to be able to meet people, for you to get better at comedy, for you to network, like, and to put yourself out there. This is amazing. That all this stuff that you've done and how long you've been doing it for is great.
like I just like talking comedy, so I want to talk with like-minded people. You know, people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you should have other people on." Like, no, this is a comedy podcast. Like, you can do your sports thing, your whatever you want, have your artists, your whatever you want on. I want to do comedy. This is what I want to do. I limited myself to this because I want just to focus on comedy. Like, I know we don't have that many podcasts out here, so like I'm trying to bring people on here to give them promote your shows, talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Let people get to know who you are. So like you have your comedy podcast, you do the same thing, but like it's cool giving people platforms. I don't mind. Like I have gotten people on here who've booked me on shows. Thank you. It's cool, but it's not.
Yeah, Leo.
That's not why I have people on here. You know,
like, Leo, you talk a lot. Maybe you should talk in front of the camera. How about that, Leo?
I told him he should start his own podcast.
He should. He should start his own pod. And look, that's something else I'll say to people. We need to be creating more. Okay, the fact that I have. Oh shoot!
Well, the light flickered.
Did it turn it off, or are we still good?
No, it's going.
Okay, cool. Like, even though my podcast isn't that big, I have a following from it. The Heatwave Comedy Tour isn't that big, but we have a following for it. My own comedy, I'm not that big, but I have a following. I have a website where people go on and they type in their email and where they're at, and they sign up for an email list. I have an email list with names on it. Everybody can do that. Like, get out and do the thing. And like, I'm tired of hearing every excuse in the book of why you can't do it. Let's just get out and do it. If our goal is to be something bigger, then act like you're going to be something bigger. And if you're just doing it for fun, just do it for fun and have a good time.
I've been doing this consistently, like every week, and it's growing now. I'm getting more followers, so it's working. Like,
and it should, because it's great. And there's not a lot of things like this. Like, I'm going to be starting a pod that's an in-person one, but we don't have that many of them out here. What is it? So no, Grandma's House now, the Buddy System has one, you have one, and Timmy has one, and I think Phil and Dave and Sandy were doing one for a little bit, but I don't think they do it anymore. So there's 4?
There was Rick Bravo. He had his own The Static Hour.
But he doesn't do it anymore either.
Melissa Nemi, too.
She also doesn't do hers anymore. By the way, Melissa, you need to freaking do a pod, you sicko.
Hers was nicer than mine.
Her pod was amazing. I loved listening to all of it. I was a fan of hers first. And then I met her, and she was so nice. And now she's like one of my best friends. And we talk like every day.
I ran into her at Claremont Mike
By the way,
a month ago.
Can I give you a little secret? Because this doesn't come out right now, right? Mm-mm. She won the Marco Does a Game Show finals last night.
When is that going to be announced?
It should have been announced already.
Oh, okay.
By the time this comes out, it's going to come out. But she just won the whole thing last night. So yeah,
I saw pictures, but I didn't know. But
come out and see her on the Heatwave Comedy Tour. Melissa Nami, she's funny.
Let's go ahead and do you have any shows you want to plug or anything?
Yes. So August 30th, we have our show that we're doing, Heatwave Comedy Tour. Special guest Andy, August 30th at the District in Redlands. Get your tickets now. Available in the bio. In October, I'm booked at the Ice House. Shout out Davey the Don doing his show. And then I just got booked at Mic Drop Comedy Club for a really, really awesome spot there in November. So I'll be posting that. And I have a mini Christmas festival that's going to be at the Above the Iron Comedy Club, where we're helping get toys that we're going to give out to a local shelter. That's going to be in December. And then the IE Comedy Fest, which is going to be in April, which logistically I'm still figuring out exactly how it's going to go because it is a lot of work. But that is going to be awesome.
Where's that going to be at?
So originally I was doing it in 4 different places. That is still kind of my goal, to do it in 4 different places right now. But I need to make a few decisions based on like what's going to happen with my new job, because I might need to adjust that a little bit.
You should pitch it to the new Improv in Corona. You got to bring it up. You've got the networking down. You can get in there.
It's possible. But
you
the
know
thing
the
is,
people, right?
when I get into like one of those clubs, I want to make sure that I'm giving them the best possible idea and product, and that's probably going to be the Heatwave next year, because we've sold so many hundreds of tickets now. It's like, it's undeniable. Like, we're selling the most tickets.
Then why are you doubting yourself? Just pitch.
No,
the
I'm
idea.
not. I'm just saying, like, for next year though. Mm-hmm. Like, I would love to do that, and I plan to do that. Doing a Heatwave spot in Corona, where we're gonna be like, hey, all of our friends, all of our family, and all of our fans that we've made now, and all those people are gonna come out, And if that's a couple hundred people, I mean,
Do you guys
give
have,
us a Wednesday, sure.
will there be posters at the show on the 30th?
Well, they have the posters on the TVs.
Oh, because I have a few posters I've been collecting on shows that I've been doing.
I can get you one. I can print one out.
If you don't have to.
I can still do it.
The last one I did with the No Show, I had everybody sign it. Like, this is history right here, you know? Like, you know, 10 years from now, you could be huge, you know?
I have my first, the first show I ever produced, I had each comic sign it, and I still have it in the garage.
Yeah, I have a few in my garage too.
It's pretty cool.
The first one I didn't get anyone to sign it, but the last one I did. I was like, I want to have history. You know, this is cool.
Yeah.
But is there anything else you want to?
Yes. One final thing. I love the IE. I love the comics out here. Shout out all the comics. I'm here to help and support. And if there's any way that I can help, DM me. Let me know. Tag me in your flyers. I would love to repost them. I'm not like, I feel like some people, like, I'm not doing this for clout. Like, oh, I'm reposting I just want everybody's stuff to go well. Like, there's people that don't even know that I've helped sell tickets to their shows, and they don't even necessarily need to know. But I tell people about your stuff, and I tell people about your shows, and I just hope that there is a more collaborative effort moving forward in our scene. That's what I hope for.
I need you to vouch for me. Tell people about my podcast.
I do.
I'm trying to get more people on.
I tell people about the pod. Just tell me who you're specifically trying to get. If I have a relationship with them, I'll let them know.
Like, hey, there's a podcast in the IE. Come check it out. But
yeah, great, man.
They could do yours and then do mine.
Well, the great part about mine is that they could be in their car and they don't have to come out. But yours is also much better set up, and a 90-minute show is great. So
yeah. So we had talked off air about this, about the top 5 comics. You want to talk about that or no?
Shoot, the top 5?
No, we don't have to name names. Let's name the bottom 5.
The bottom 5? Oh shoot, I know the bottom 5.
Leo Fontana, Johnny Gold.
I
don't know who else. I named 2.
every first time open micer we see at the Ontario Improv.
No, I was just messing with you about
bottom
that.
5.
No, I was just joking. But
you're clipping that, right?
I don't know.
You clip that. You got to clip that.
Those 2 dudes are in the very bottom. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We love you guys, but
love them.
I don't want to name top 5, bottom 5. Like I said, we're all still young in the game. Like, well, some of us are, and I feel like just maybe in 10 years you can ask me that question. You know, I don't know too many people's experience. You know, so
most people wouldn't agree with you, and most people would think that there's a clear-cut top 3.
Like I said, if you're
There's
headlining,
somebody that thinks that they're the best out here.
Well, listen, if that person is headlining and selling out clubs, then he is. If not, you're not.
I love how you said he and assumed it wasn't a woman.
She is.
But no, he is not. He is not selling out places, but he still thinks that he's the best out here. And that's fine. I think that people can have their opinions or whatever about, oh, who's best and who gets more laughs or whatever. And that's great and all, but what I would really love to see is just people collabing together to make this big. Guys, please, IE Comedy Festival, I'm putting everyone on. I'm putting y'all on. Please help support me in putting this thing out. I'm not asking for everybody to do so much legwork. I'm doing all of that stuff, but if there's stuff that you guys can help me out with it. Can I ask that? Freaking help me out with it. Like a little bit.
Share it.
At the very least, you guys should be sharing it. Like, everybody's getting booked. I have like lanyards that are going to have your name on it, and it's going to say you're a performer. Like, I'm going all out to try and make this thing huge.
How many people have you booked on that?
Okay, so because I don't have the dates solidified yet, I don't have like all of the shows booked yet. But everybody knows, for the most part, that you're pretty much getting on. The only reason that there's 4 people...
Mine must have been lost in the mail. No, just kidding.
No, because nobody's got them. There's 4 people that are on the no-book list. I'll say the names too. You won't let me. 4 people are on the no-book list out here because of things that you've done.
I have people that were banned from here, so...
Yeah, and you're just banned because you're weird, or you do weird stuff, or you're full of drama, and I don't want to have to deal with it.
Exactly.
And it's not that I don't... You're still a human being. That's great. We're not going to just sit here and talk crap about you all day. You're just not going to be featured on the festival because I don't trust you because you're wild. So,
all right, Dave, it's been fun having you here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome back anytime. And no, Leo, he didn't He didn't book me because I booked him on here.
Leo, you know that's exactly what happened. Keep talking about it, Leo. Spread the tea.
He booked me, and then he wanted to come here, so it was kind of like
that's true. Well, I've been wanting to come back on. It's been a while. We talked.
I've been wanting a lot of people back since I've changed. Before, like the audio sucked, the videos, everything sucked. So I've been trying to invite people back, and some people have come, some people haven't, but it's okay.
Dude, keep having it, dude.
Thank you for coming here. You're doing your thing in the IE. I wouldn't do what you've been doing. You're fucking crazy. All the shit you've been doing, all the shows you've been putting on. It overwhelms me. Like, but that's your life. Live it up. But anyways, it's been fun having you here.
Thank you.
Go ahead and let the viewers know where they can find you.
Please follow me Instagram, Facebook, whatever, at Dave Thompson Comedy. My podcast at Carmody Podcast. At IE Comedy for all of the shows and for reposting shows for producers around us. And also follow the Heatwave Tour at Heatwave Comedy Tour as well. You can see me and my friends go out and do these really funny shows every summer. So it's pretty fun. We have big things planned for next summer. Big things going to be on the road. It's going to be amazing. We'll have you back so you can promote that. Please. When it comes closer. But please. Yeah, guys, give him a follow. Follow the IE Comedy page. He's the only one out here pretty much doing it. So there's a lot of people doing it. We just got to collab more. I'm talking about promoting. Like, you're a huge promoter. Whatever. Anyways. I love it. Follow him. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, AndyC_comedy. And then all his people, go follow the Crimson Comedy Show. Yes. Follow the podcasts. Repost the clips. Like and tell subscribe. People. Like and subscribe on YouTube. I need more following. I need a bigger following. How many subscribers on YouTube? It's embarrassing. I'm not going to say. Just say it. I'm not even 100 yet. I have 4. So I have less than 100. So okay, well, you guys get him up to. Let's get him up to 200. I'm going to start not booking people unless they follow, subscribe to your podcast. No, I'm being serious. We got to take measures like this. Oh, before we go, let's name the top 5 podcasts. No, I'm just kidding. The top 5 there is only 5. So then there has to be a 5. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, it's been fun having you, Dave. Thank you. Good night, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.